The soundtrack of your life. And the hits just keep on coming. SkyPilotRadio.com. Maui.
This is Renegade Talk Radio.
Renegade Talk Radio.
You better watch yourselves. Time. Welcome, Renegade Nation, Renegade Talk Radio in Las Vegas, where we just don't sugarcoat poop. My name is Richie, along with the beautiful
Lady L.
How you doing, Lady L? What's up?
Just kind of depressed.
Oh yeah, it's very depressing. Everybody is all crazy, and they're taking over Seattle. Blah blah blah. Anyway, I want to say something about our sponsor.
Yes, it's Our Children's Health Sick Building Syndrome by Dr. Janet Hiller, and she has a book about mold, and you can get it for $19.95 at mold.media. And Dr. Hiller has been a principal for 17 years and a teacher for 21 years, so she knows about mold, and you need to get the book so that you can know about mold, because your children soon are going to be sitting in these sick buildings.
Yeah, well, we one of our listeners in Philadelphia, Paula, one of her friends was telling us that the malls and these stores, they haven't been running the air conditioning, or if they have, it's been very slight. Renegade Nation, the mold is in the pipes, and the mold could be on the clothing. So it's to your benefit to buy the book. It's only $19.95. Go to mold.media. Okay, thank you. Did I get the job?
Yes, you did.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Okay, then I got a message on Facebook. Last night I really got beat up by a lot of these morons, but anyway, I love it. Doesn't bother me at all. This is coming from Fred. House Bill 5717. Now, you probably never heard of that because you don't follow what they're doing in Congress, right, Lady L? You didn't even know about this.
No, I did not.
So what it is they're going to be adding, listen to this, they're going to be adding a 30% tax on all guns, a 50% tax on all ammo, and will require a federal license to purchase both. This is being pushed through immediately. Pass this on and vote no. Also, it says you would need this federal license to own, handle, or shoot any guns you already own. So this is what's been going on with the COVID. You don't know what they're doing or what they're up to, these Democrats. So thank you, Fred, for the information. We got it out there so people can understand it, what's going on in the Capitol. Yeah.
So they're trying to make it hard to even
to get the gun. Yeah. There's a lot of people have guns now. Renegade Nation, you all have guns, and you're all sitting there patiently. But if the shit hits the fan, like it's starting to, you better look out. You better not cry, because Santa Claus isn't coming to town.
Santa's not coming?
Nah, there'll be no more Santa Claus either, because the stores will be out of business, and there's no more Christmas trees, and no more singing jingle bells, jingle all the way. Anyway, so
goodness.
Is the left, are they trying to destroy America to regain the power that they lost because Trump won the presidency? Hello, yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly what's going on. Now, badges? We don't need no stinking badges. Defunding the police is all the rage. Well, when somebody breaks into your house at 3 o'clock in the morning with a gun or a knife and is going to try to kill your ass.
Help! Help! They're breaking into my house. Oh!
Hey.
911! 911!
And they won't pick up. There's nobody there anymore. They all got laid off.
They're not coming?
Nope, nobody's coming. Well, say goodbye. Say hi to God when you get there.
Oh, my God.
Anyway,
bye.
So defunding the police is all the rage right now. The left is desperate, Renegade Nation. The lockdowns, Russiagate, impeachment failed to get rid of Donald Trump. Hence the new rollout of the militia, Antifa with new uniforms and advanced tactics, and the Black Lives Matter. Here they come. We will take care of you, and we will rule the world. I don't think that's going to happen.
I don't think that's going to happen. They're doing a good job, though.
Yeah, well, they could do a good job, but there's 350 million people in this country, and a lot of them have guns. Anyway, using Antifa and the Black Lives Matter now is a great practice. Call it a wargaming for November. That's when the election is. Because if the Democrats cannot steal the election fairly, they will burn the country to the ground to get what they want, but everybody will be dead.
Wow.
They'll have to rule themselves. They'll have to make a lot of babies. Incest. You know, the Hollywood stars and have all the incest and all the gay shit. You know.
Wow. That's terrible. That's terrible. But they were saying that, I don't know if it was a governor said he didn't know nothing about what was going on.
Oh, that was, in Seattle. He knew exactly what was going on. He hid in his bathroom, put his head in a toilet seat, and stayed there because he was scared. He didn't do anything about it. Let them take over the city. He doesn't care.
No.
Was it a Democrat governor?
Yeah.
Or mayor? Yeah, there you go. What do you expect?
What do you expect?
So the charge of racism is both a weapon and a shield, Renegade Nation. Leftist mayors and governors arrest barbers and Jews while they kneel to the most peaceful looters, arsonists, and race baiters. The forced acceptance of surrender and collective guilt is to prepare Americans for what is coming. And it's coming.
It's coming. Something's coming.
Now, we have white women kneeling and apologizing in New York City, whites gleefully washing the feet of Black Lives Matter members, and pictures of little girls holding signs apologizing for their privilege. Do you understand, if you believe in this God that you all believe in, that God made the baby?
Absolutely. No, I don't work. No.
Yeah.
No.
Jesus? No.
Oh, my God.
I'm going to have a talk with him with the aliens, too.
Yeah, you better have a talk.
I need to straighten him out. Anyway.
You need to straighten him out, that's for sure.
Yeah. So Amazon Prime has a banner on its Prime TV streaming service, which I got rid of years ago because it's stupid and it's a waste of money. Amazon stands in solidarity with the black community. They just want more business from the blacks, but the problem is the blacks won't have the money after these idiots get done tearing everything down.
Absolutely.
There you go. Mm-hmm. The punctuation gives them deniability. It's not about Black Lives Matters. It's about it is a Black Lives Matter. They center it as if with the organization, but they stand with the black community, not BLM. Very clever, are they not? When Barack Obama descended from the heavens to grace America with his presence, the left compromised the Democrats, media, bureaucracy, celebrities, and academia truly believed that they had won the right to fundamentally transform the nation. But guess what?
Yes.
There was a businessman and a TV personality squashed their dreams, Renegade Nation, by winning the presidency away from their designated heir, Hillary Clinton, the lying, fascist monster that she is.
Conniving,
thief. No one apparently was more flabbergasted than she herself. She was a pissed off old lady, Renegade Nation, that she didn't win that presidency. They wanted to continue the abominable social aspect that they already put in place. That's what they did. Education was a disaster with that Common Core crap, right?
Yep.
And it goes on and on and on with it. So after all, the leftist leaders believed the people supported them and they would be able to reorder the economy, reorder the government, reorder politics of America into a mess that they would control for the betterment of humanity and in the process exponentially increase their personal wealth because they don't care about you. You still don't get the picture, right, Lady L?
They don't care.
Everybody's here for a certain amount of time. You have to understand that you are going to die. So what they're doing is they're trying to get as much as they can, money-wise.
They're doing everything crazy.
Yeah, everything crazy because they're number one. They don't want to hear about anything else, and you will become a slave to this system that they want to be put in place where they make all the money. But the problem is it's going to backfire on them because nobody else will be working, so nothing will be being generated.
Yeah.
So what are they going to do then? Because everybody's going to fight them.
Yeah, everybody's going to go out and get a gun. Now, you can't push certain people around.
Yeah, you're right. You got the bikers out there. You got a lot of people out there, Renegade Nation and Lady L, that will not put up with this too much longer.
Right.
If it gets out of hand, they're going to come out, and it's not going to be pretty when they get done. You're not taking away the country that was built, that we built. To give everybody a great life. And now it's not great enough anymore, is it? They want everything for free. I went into a retail store today, and the proprietor of the store, Lady L, was so pissed off. He said they need to go get a job like everybody else. You should have heard him. I had to leave before he I thought he was going to kill me, bash me with cigarettes.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, well, see, the thing is, why are they letting it just happen?
Because they're being told by their handlers to let it happen. You will obey. I don't give a shit if you're the mayor. I don't care if you're the governor. If you're a Democrat, you will obey me. And you will do what I tell you to do. And this is where this is coming from. The handlers. These people that are governors and mayors, the Democrats, are not smart enough to pull a thing like this. And I can tell you right now, Renegation, deep down into the soul of Richie, that Hillary Clinton and those idiots are right behind all this, including Abominable himself. They want that damn Trump out. And they're going to do whatever it takes so they can continue on to ruin this country, but not for them. For everybody else. They don't want you to have anything. They want to control everything. Look at what's going on right now. You're watching it on TV, Renegade Nation?
Yeah.
You're watching it, Lady L?
They took over like 7 blocks.
7 blocks, yeah.
And now they're barricaded themselves.
Yeah, now they're using extortion methods because you can't get in there to operate your business unless you pay them. That's because they don't have any jobs and no money. So you will pay to get in here.
That is so crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. The whole thing's crazy.
Oh,
so goodness. Dreams die hard for the true believers. It was then they decided, Lady L, that when what the people wanted no longer mattered. They were done with trying to convince an ungrateful public embroiled by the Clinton mess, deplorables. Americans were simply too stupid to understand that the left were the only ones, the ones that they have been waiting for. Mm-hmm. They didn't get what they want. They're like big babies. That's what they are. I want to. You know what? You better watch yourselves. And that's not a threat. You just better watch yourselves. And having dispensed with the pretense that convincing citizens was a prerequisite for power, they were free to proceed in any way they deem effective, released from the burden of democracy, and with abominable administration and the minions attempting to steal the 2016 election, and impeachment having failed, COVID came through just at the right time. That's a setup, too. Alex Jones was talking about that today, Lady L. That was a setup.
Yeah, there's more. They released something.
There's more. They did something. Yeah, they did something because they're so pissed off. Yes, Lady?
Yeah, I mean, it keeps... First it's in your feet. Then it's in your throat. Then you got to have a ventilator. I mean, it keeps evolving into something different.
What they did was they scared people. And once I scare you, and I scare the living bejesus out of you, you will stay home and do what I tell you to do. And that's how it works.
Well,
and that's what they did.
It is.
And that's the way it is right now. Right. Nobody's out. Nobody's not. Even though they lifted the restrictions in New York and other cities around the country, nobody's going back to work because they're scared to death.
They're terrified. They're terrified all over America. It's just so hard for me to sit here and see people taking over and fighting and looting. And now they're saying they want everybody, they want Washington students to go to school for free.
Yeah.
What about everybody else?
Yeah, well, who's going to pay for all that?
Who's going to pay?
And who's going to pay the teachers? And who's going to pay for the building management? And who's going to pay for books? And who's going to pay for... It goes on and on and on. Free?
Free.
You don't deserve free because you haven't done a damn thing to deserve free. You lazy bastards.
He's so funny.
Now, you don't say bastard, you say bastards. You lazy bastards. Anyway, so with the COVID came in just at the right time. Really? It just happened to really come in at the right time. Right as the impeachment failed, they come in with COVID.
China.
And so the Chinese plague gave them an excuse to use the experts like Dr. Fauci, liar, fraud himself,
yes,
to immersonate the nation with necessary lockdowns. You cannot go out, and if you go out, you will die. And if you don't wear a mask, you'll be arrested. And they go on and on and on, scaring the living bejesus out of you.
Well, first you needed the mask, then you don't need the mask. Well, now you need the mask.
Now they're all the experts.
Experts are wrong.
Experts of nothing is what they are. These, however, were falling apart even before the left celebrated the rise of mobs mobbing together to break society's will. And in addition, Renegade Nation, they could have not have the lockdowns fall apart because of the peaceful protesters who respected property and civility. If their plans to keep the economy dead until November were swept away by peaceful protest, how would it look when they release the Kraken? There can be no groundswell but their groundswell.
Yeah, their way or the highway.
That's exactly what that says. So having lost the KKK as the paramilitary arm of the Democrat Party, they had a choice. which would fake the forefront of the revolution, Antifa or BLM. They originally wanted BLM because Antifa seemed to be just so many skinny white kids playing dress up. But BLM had a winning issue that resonates with liberals, and America is a fair and just country whose citizens rightly have guilt when it comes to how blacks were treated in the past. And Antifa just likes to break things, all things. It's not a huge leap for the Democrats to realize that sooner or later they will come for them.
Yes, they will. They will turn right around.
They'll just take it over, and get rid of all them.
Absolutely. And that's what I see.
And that's what you're saying. And you know, Lady L, you're a very smart woman. You see it yourself.
Yeah, and they're afraid.
Yeah.
They're making people afraid. They're jumping on cars, all of this energy. They're very extremely young. And they're out there beating up policemen.
And they were raised by a bunch of idiots.
They're evidently, because it's wrong.
In addition, Renegade Nation, regular people might follow BLM, but a majority or even an impactful minority will never follow anarchists. BLM is not large as Antifa and would be less effective as the main rebels in the rebellion. And eventually, Renegade Nation, they might object to burning down their own neighborhoods, and it is not like they are going to torch where the leftists mess make their homes.
Wow.
Yeah, so this goes on, you know, and the murder of George Floyd was a stroke of luck for the schemers. Yet everyone agreed that the cops involved were wrong and deserved punishment. They could not abide that either they had to call out the militia, they had been rigorously training Antifa, and needed to see how effective that could be. Well, they are pretty damn effective.
They're pretty effective.
So we need to wake up. You need to make sure that you're safe, your children are safe, and get ready. Because there's a civil war coming, and it's not going to be a pretty scene. And on that note,
It's not. I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
Because they're pulling stuff off of TV.
Yeah.
All the cop shows, the
live cop show, right? Yeah.
Yeah, live cops, and then they hit one of the cartoons because he had a gun. This goes back to the history that we had, that we grew up on.
But everybody watched those cartoons and laughed their asses off, but never thought about getting a gun and shooting a duck.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I mean, they want to, I see them destroying all the history that we have already went through.
Yeah.
They don't want the younger people to know the things that were happening to us as adults.
They don't care.
So I just see so many things going on, and I know, Renegade Nation, I know you're seeing it too, and it's scary. Nobody knows nothing about nothing. I don't know. They don't even know that they're even in their state. Now they want free college just for the Washington residents. What in the world is going on? They're demanding all these things that no one can give them. The fight is over before it even starts.
Yes, it is. So we're going to take a break right now, Renegade Nation, and when we come back, we're going to be talking about babbling, stupid Joe Biden.
Oh, boy.
We'll be right back.
This is Renegade Talk Radio.
Renegade Talk Radio.
Welcome, Renegade Nation, Renegade Talk Radio, where we don't sugarcoat poop. My name is Richie, along with Lady L. Hi, Lady L. How are you?
Hello. How are you?
I'm doing just fine over here. I'm safe. Got my AR-15.
Ooh.
Got my Glock.
Wow.
Got my crossbow.
Oh, my goodness.
And my helicopter's on top of the
You sound
roof.
like a war zone.
I am a war zone. I'm a Vietnam combat veteran. What do you think?
Oh, my goodness.
Don't take shit off nobody. Yeah, you better salute my ass.
Thank you for your service.
Anyway, congressional Democrats, Renegade Nation, have announced a proposal to abolish the police and replace them with a traveling band of hippies singing John Lennon's classic song, Imagine.
Oh, my goodness.
The police forces will arrive at the scene of the crime. They will pull out their guitars and start singing beautiful lines like, imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try.
I feel like kumbaya.
Yeah, but they'll be there to help your ass.
Kumbaya.
Kumbaya. Criminals are expected to begin weeping as soon as they see the peace, love, and tolerance displayed by the hippies, Renegade Nation. Now, our early research here at Renegade Talk Radio has been very promising. Said Little Flower Windflower, head of the hippie research in the city of Minneapolis. The science seems to indicate that as soon as you approach someone who is breaking the law and you start singing, imagine all the people living for today, They'll drop their deadly weapon, return all the goods they have stolen, and join us in a dancing circle to smoke some weed.
Kumbaya. That's crazy.
Seriously. Try some of this dank, bud. The scientists with bloodshot eyes added, giggling. The new hippie police will, of course, still have guns, just in case the song doesn't work, and will be authorized to throw you into love camp if you do not comply.
Love camp. What in the world?
That's where all the swingers are.
Oh, my God. That is crazy.
You know what? Talking about the swingers, that is the best place to be right now. Because if this thing blows up and you're not going to be here, you want to get as much sex from all kinds of people to make love as the hippies did in Haight-Ashbury.
Oh, you're just trying to bring Warren back.
Imagine the world is a pretty place where we all sit around with our legs crossed and smoke pot and go, hey, man.
Yeah, they go. Hippies were so disgusting. They were just.
I was right in the middle of that.
Drunk and high and flowers.
I was right in the middle of that in San Francisco.
I'll give you a flower.
I had a flower. I had a lot of flowers.
You want a flower?
Yeah, I was right in Berkeley and San Francisco, Haight-Ashbury when I was in the military. Of course, we got dirty looks, but you know, they knew not to attack us because one hit, they're dead, so it didn't matter.
Oh my! So they didn't attack you.
Yeah. You know, there was it was crazy. But I don't want to talk about that. It was too much. But anyway, let's get into something different.
Yes.
And the hippies need to come out of the woodwork, especially you hippies in Hollywood, all the weirdos there, Hollywood. You got to come out and sing Imagine, and you will be the police, and you will be able to take care of rape victims and shooting victims and carjackings, and you'll be there. The hippies. We need to bring the hippies back.
Like Ozzy.
Ozzy? Yeah, Ozzy. I don't think Ozzy was a hippie. He was a bat eater.
I think he looks just like a hippie.
He is a hippie. They're all hippies.
He's always out of it.
I will take care of you. I will be there for you. Anyway.
That is disgusting.
Yeah, well, back then it was, they were against the war. They were cool. They were against the war, and, they didn't want to deal with all that stuff. So I don't know where I'm going. Where am I going now? I can't find what I'm doing. Yeah, what happened?
I have no idea.
Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about Joe Biden. Creepy, stuffy, touchy, sleepy Joe Biden. Well, black voters still vote and love Biden when they remember who he was. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you got to remember who he was. Joe Biden once called state-mandated school integration the most racist concept you could come up with.
Wow.
Now, this was on Hannity last night on Fox News.
Whoa.
And Barack Obama, the first sort of mainstream African-American who is articulate and bright and clean. That means the rest of the black folks are dirty, filthy, rotten shitheads.
We don't wash our hands.
Yeah, but at least you wash your hands. Don't get near me, you dirtball. Anyway, now, every black American out there should be outraged. Only Obama was articulate, bright, and clean. The rest of you are all dummies.
But he was clean.
He was clean.
He was a clean black man.
I'm going to tell you, Renegade Nation.
I agree with that.
They want Biden in there, and whoever that VP pick is going to be.
The sniffer?
The sniffer.
Every time you see him, he has his hand on a child.
Yeah.
I just want to throw
Didn't he have a hand on the black child at the Floyd thing? Yeah.
I'm going to say, get away from Floyd's kid. Oh, him and his hands on people.
That little girl should have said,
get away from me.
You get away from me. Get your white hand off me. I'm scared. Anyway, so he was a staunch opponent of forced busing in the 70s and leading crusader for mass incarceration throughout the 80s and 90s. Now, remember Carmela Harris during the Democrat debates, she got on his ass about the school pickup of the buses.
Right.
This is what she was talking about.
Right.
Okay.
She was.
So Uncle Joe has described African-American felons as predators, too psychopathic to rehabilitate, and white supremacist senators as his friends.
Wow. That is so unreal, but he loves black people.
Yeah, he loves them now because he wants to vote. After that, he'll dump all of yours.
I believe it.
They don't care. He doesn't care about you. He just says the right things. But now this is coming out. Now, this was on Hannity last night on Fox News, Renegade Nation. Whether Biden can retain that support after voters learn more about his problematic past could be very well determine the outcome of the party's primary race. And to explore that question, let's pick through the former vice president hefty baggage on racial justice. And then The case for thinking that Obama's halo would prove to be brighter than the shadow of Biden's record is dark.
Well,
and you
Obama's
want this
clean.
moron to be president? What?
But he's clean.
He's clean. Yeah.
Obama's clean.
All the other black people are dirty, filthy. But Obama's fine.
Yes, he's clean though.
Biden also, Renegade Nation, helped to kill the most effective policy for improving black education attainment that America has ever known.
Wow.
See? Yeah, this way, nobody... When you were growing up in your hometown, did you know who Joe Biden was?
No, I did not.
Okay, did you know who Joe Biden was when Obama picked him?
No.
No. So you're a very smart woman, and you're stupid to when it comes to all this stuff because you were not following what was actually going on, and now it's all coming out because you had no idea.
Yeah.
Even when Obama picked him as VP, you still had no idea who he was.
I was a working woman.
That's right. Oh, yeah. You used to go to work and make a lot of money. Oh,
Word.
Yeah.
That's something that the young people don't know about.
Work. You got to go to work if you want nice cars and nice homes and food. Yeah.
They want to take it.
And they're going to take nothing. Anyway, Joe Biden was for desegregating America's schools until his constituents were against it. When the Delaware Democrat launched his first campaign for the Senate in 1972, the Supreme Court had just ruled that the Constitution required policymakers to pursue the greatest possible degree of actual desegregation, and that forcing white students to attend schools in black neighborhoods and vice versa was a legitimate means of doing so. So being an enlightened liberal like he is, Sleepy Joe began his candidacy as an advocate for such policies. And he accused Republicans of demagoguing the busing issue and appealing to white voters' ugliest instincts. See, so we can go on and on with this, but he's a racist.
Yeah.
You're going to vote for a racist. That's what you're going to do. That stupid slob gets up there, can't even talk right. He can't have a sentence together like Hannity says. He touches little girls and he does all this crazy... What?
But he said something on there about slaves, about he wants us to go back to slavery.
We're all slaves.
Something about the chains. He gonna put the chains back on you. That's what he said.
The chains have never come off. We have been chained.
No,
we have been chained. You better obey, and that's where the slavery comes in. You don't have freedom like you think you do.
No.
Okay, and they're going to try to make it even worse. That you can't even leave the house.
Right.
On Wednesday, you're allowed to go shopping from 1 to 2. And if you think you're going to go into a food store and just pop up there, they'll arrest your ass and throw you in jail because you didn't abide by their policies and procedures. I sound like I'm in a corporate boardroom.
Yeah, socialism. You're just pushing it down my throat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
exactly what they're doing.
I'm better than you.
I'm better than you.
Yes.
I will stomp you into the ground. I will do everything in my power to overcome you and put you where you belong, in the trash bin.
And I'm going to take all of your statues and put them in the garbage.
I love my statues.
I do, and I love statues.
I wonder if they're going to go after the Happy the Clown statue in Philadelphia. There's a Happy the Clown.
Probably so. They done got rid of all the others.
Anyway, so this goes on and on. I'll put the article on the page, Renegade Nation. It is this guy is such an asswipe. It's pathetic.
Oh no.
Oh, and then last night, I was sitting here by myself, getting high and drinking, and worrying about what I'm going to say for today's show.
Yeah.
And I go back to my Facebook because everybody loves Facebook.
Oh goodness.
Yes, the Facebook thing.
Facebook.
Yeah, I want to read it to you if I can find the damn thing. I know. Hold on, Renegade Nation. I know I'm boring you right now. Where?
Oh, Leo.
Oh,
Leo. That's Antifa. Oh, Leo. Oh.
Okay, so here's what I wrote. The last post for tonight. The lockdown is targeted at Trump via the economy. The Dems know a strong economy means another Trump win. The Democrats are the useful idiots enabling the globalist plans. They are using psych-op techniques seen in Ukraine, Iraq, and the Arab Spring. The virus arrived globally because it was spread globally by flights out of China.
China.
And then there was another
rocked
one.
Our world.
Man, people really got mad at me. I don't think this woman would like me.
Really? You really teed her off.
I teed everybody off last night. I like pissing people off. It's part of my nature. It's part of my nature. You have fun pissing them off. That guy's an asshole. I am an asshole. I don't care. You think that's going to bother me? You're listening to me. If you don't like it, turn it off. I really don't care.
Click.
Oh, shit. I had 200,000 listeners. Now I got 10,000. Oh my God, what did I do? What am I going to do? Lady L.
Hi, fans. You included my fans. Hi, Paula.
Your fans just left too. You're trying to save your fans.
Yeah, I love my fans. Right. Love you, love you, love you.
All right, we're getting out of here. Renegade Nation, have a nice day. We'll be back tomorrow. Anything else you need to... who do I sound like?
Creepy Sleepy Joe.
Creepy Sleep.
You forgot one thing.
What did I forget?
This mentally ill man. And he started eating...
Oh, the guy eating himself.
Yes, and he was 400 pounds.
I think he was married to the lady that threw the hamburger at him.
That's funny.
Renegade Nation, this guy was starting to eat himself and then spitting out the flesh because it probably tasted like raw poop.
Oh, God. And they beat him down.
So who beat him up?
The police beat him down, and he's a mentally ill person.
Well, let him eat himself and die. Who cares? I don't know why. If you want to kill yourself, go ahead.
It's wrong. They knew something was wrong with him because when they got there, he had eaten half his arm away.
Oh, he didn't eat his ass?
No, he was on his arm.
That's the best part.
He had plenty of meat.
Yeah, he had plenty of meat.
It was sad because they needed to put him in some type of a mental hospital.
They don't have mental hospitals anymore. They got rid of them.
Well, they should have put him in a hospital because no one does that. No one does that.
Yes, they do. I'm going to eat myself tonight. I know what I'm going to eat tonight. I got it. Oh, yeah. She's coming over, man. I'm going to eat that.
Oh, my God.
Tasty. Tastes like a Del Taco.
Yeah.
It tastes like a taco. Yeah. Anyway, we're going to get out of here. Renegade Nation, don't eat yourself. Be cool. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a great day. Lady L?
Bye.